Hey, I'm Michael Saylor, the executive chairman of the board at MicroStrategy, and I'm here with Stephen Gardner talking about Bitcoin. I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about it and why I believe it's crucial for everyone to research and consider having it in their portfolio. Since we are talking about innovative things, this podcast was summarized using PodFast, an AI content summary tool. Let's start by addressing the concept of inflation. You see, inflation refers to the increase in the prices of goods and services over time. The government typically measures consumer inflation, which tracks the increase in the price of a specific basket of consumer goods. However, it's essential to understand that inflation can vary significantly across different assets. To illustrate this point, think of it like this. Imagine the cost of manufacturing certain products, such as streaming Netflix videos or listening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Over time, due to advancements in technology and efficiency, the cost of producing these products becomes much cheaper. In contrast, assets like gold or real estate, which are not easily manufactured, may experience higher inflation rates. Now let's delve into the disadvantages of storing wealth in traditional forms like currency, bonds, or gold. Typically, these assets lose value over time due to monetary inflation. Currencies tend to lose value through debasement, especially in weaker countries where the currency can rapidly devalue. Bonds may yield interest, but it often doesn't offset the inflation rate significantly. Gold, while better than currency or bonds, still loses value over time. This is where Bitcoin comes into play. I view it as a breakthrough technology that functions as a digital monetary network. Think of Bitcoin as a freezer where you can freeze your economic energy, money, and prevent it from spoiling over time. Bitcoin's cap supply of 21 million means that the value you hold now will remain the same in the future, unlike other assets that may lose value due to inflation. Furthermore, Bitcoin serves as a bank and a money transfer network in cyberspace. This is particularly valuable in countries where banks may not be trustworthy or where there are restrictions on moving money internationally. With Bitcoin, you can securely transfer value without relying on traditional financial institutions. Moreover, Bitcoin is a global network, allowing you to hold and store your Bitcoin outside your country, facilitating international transactions without intermediaries. In essence, Bitcoin represents a potential solution for protecting and growing wealth in an inflationary environment. It functions as a stable store of value, a medium of exchange, and a digital banking system all in one. By understanding Bitcoin and its potential benefits, individuals and corporations can better navigate the changing landscape of finance and protect their economic energy. Now, let's switch gears and imagine you have a treasure chest filled with gold. You know that gold will always hold its value and even appreciate over time. However, the local currency is unstable and loses value every year. So, instead of relying on the currency, you decide to invest in property, specifically rare and desirable property in a big city like New York or Paris. This property will always be in demand and increase in value, ensuring your wealth grows. You borrow money to make these investments, and as the properties increase in value, you refinance and take out more money to live off of without paying taxes. This strategy allows you to build generational wealth that lasts for years. Now, let's relate this to Bitcoin. Imagine it as a city in cyberspace, like a cyber Manhattan. There are only 21 million blocks available, but billions of people want to own a piece of this digital property. There's no government or authorities to tax or control it, making it a highly desirable and valuable asset. It's like owning a block in the most desirable city on earth, but instead of being limited by language or nationality, Bitcoin is global and neutral. It's like a high quality piece of real estate, but in a digital form that is liquid and fungible. Bitcoin represents economic sovereignty and financial freedom. It allows you to store your wealth in a secure and untouchable form, especially in times of crisis or uncertainty. You can easily move it across borders and exchange it for other currencies without any restrictions. It solves the problem of governments seizing assets or currency being devalued. It's like having a digital lifeboat that ensures you can preserve your wealth and start again if needed. Not only individuals, but also companies seek these advantages. Bitcoin provides protection against inflation and the need to invest in overvalued stocks or real estate. People often resort to buying luxury items or making speculative investments to protect their wealth. Bitcoin offers a more stable and reliable option where you can store your wealth without the fear of losing it. In a world where currencies are constantly being devalued and economies are disrupted, Bitcoin offers a solution. It allows you to store and preserve your economic energy in a secure and globally accepted form. It's like having a treasure chest filled with digital gold that you can carry with you or transmit to others. It's a new degree of freedom and sovereignty for the human race, and it holds appeal for everyone on the planet. So, whether you're seeking financial security, protection against economic turmoil, or the ability to preserve your wealth for generations to come, Bitcoin offers a unique and valuable solution. It's like owning a piece of the most coveted real estate in the world, but in a digital and borderless form. It's a game changer in the world of finance and assets. Now, let's talk about corporations in the real world. Most corporations give away their capital or accumulate debt because having positive working capital is dilutive to shareholders. This is because the interest earned on the cash is less than the monetary inflation rate. But with Bitcoin, companies can accumulate it on their balance sheets and benefit from its appreciation, generating returns for shareholders and making the company stronger over time. This is good for jobs, consumer options, and stability in the community. In terms of security, Bitcoin is the most secure computer network in the world. It is backed by massive computer power and electrical power, making it nearly unhackable. The network is decentralized and protected by cryptography. To protect other cyber systems, companies can anchor their security into the Bitcoin network using Bitcoin identity or even timestamp transactions onto the network. This ensures immutability, unchangeability, and prevents censorship. Bitcoin, beyond being a digital monetary network, is an asset, a protocol, an ideology, and a technology. Its impact is profound, impacting economics, politics, technology, and ethics. It is causing a rethinking of various aspects of society and empowering individuals by giving them sovereignty, empowerment, and property rights. It also has the potential to disrupt corporate finance by changing the way companies think about capital. Bitcoin can also provide security and verification in the online world, protecting individuals from scams and fraud. It offers a secure network where identity can be verified, preventing impersonations. Overall, Bitcoin is disrupting and empowering various sectors of society, and its potential and impact should not be overlooked. It provides solutions to real-world challenges and gives individuals more control over their finances and online presence. Now, think of the world of cryptocurrencies as a bustling marketplace with thousands of different products. Bitcoin, being the most famous one, stands out because of its unique qualities. It's like a rare gem that was discovered and gifted to the world by an elusive figure called Satoshi. Unlike other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin doesn't have a controlling company or a founder who benefits from it. It's like an open source protocol, similar to languages or the concept of fire. Just imagine if someone like Prometheus, who gave fire to humans, still had control over it and tinkered with it. It wouldn't have the same magical energy, right? Bitcoin's strength lies in its decentralization and lack of issuer. It's universally recognized as a commodity, a valuable asset without any ethical obligations or central authority. This makes it superior to a security which has an issuer and a beneficiary and comes with many regulations and disclosures. Think of it as the difference between a freely available commodity and a company's stock. Out of the vast array of other cryptocurrencies in the market, there are only a handful that can be considered assets without issuers. Bitcoin is the unmistakable leader in this regard, backed by endorsements from regulatory bodies, politicians, and even the crypto community itself. It has become an institutional grade asset, something that institutions can confidently buy without facing the burdensome regulations of a security. While there are many interesting and innovative ideas in the cryptocurrency world, like stablecoins, decentralized exchanges, and non fungible tokens, NFTs, they are surrounded by legal uncertainties. If they are categorized as securities, they will face regulatory burdens and trading limitations. The current regulatory landscape doesn't offer a clear pathway for these digital securities to thrive. So, while there may be thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, Bitcoin stands tall as a decentralized, issuer-less, and universally acknowledged commodity that has captured the world's attention and trust. Bitcoin is like a registered stock that you can trade on a crypto exchange. However, other cryptocurrencies don't have a clear regulatory path, so it's a bit of a wild west. The only thing we know for sure is that Bitcoin is considered a commodity and can be owned as digital property in many countries, just like owning physical property. It's like having a digital version of a valuable item that is even better than a physical version because it's easier to store and use. Everything else in the cryptocurrency world is uncertain and risky. So Bitcoin is the solution that everyone agrees on and has consensus, while other cryptocurrencies are more like murky and risky propositions. Thank you for listening to this podcast of my conversation with Stephen Gardner. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. See you next time.